Two angels from heaven are trying to warn you. They are begging you to hear them. This is their last attempt. Open it quickly, my dear soul. If your heart suddenly started beating faster while reading this, if something deep inside you whispered, "Don't skip this," then please listen carefully, because right now, heaven is standing right beside you. This is not just a thought in your head. It's not a random feeling or some dream. This is your moment. Right now, two angels have been sent from heaven by divine command just for you. They're not bringing fear, they're bringing light. But even with that light, they are trembling. Do you know why? Because they've been trying again and again to reach you. They've been sending you signs. They've been trying to wake you up before something happens that cannot be undone. But now, this is their final try. If you ignore this moment, it will delay everything you've been quietly praying for, everything your soul has been silently crying out for. Before you scroll or move on, pause. Take a slow breath, and open your heart in a way you never have before. Because what you're about to hear is not just a message, it's a spiritual rescue. This isn't some random message or coincidence. It's your chosen moment in time. The angels beside you right now have seen you in your deepest pain. They've watched your lonely nights, your silent tears, your smiles that were forced, and the prayers you whispered in the dark when you thought no one was listening. Heaven gave them strict instructions not to interfere. Until now. Why now? Because something is coming. A turning point. A shift in the spirit. And if you miss this moment, if you don't respond, you might stay stuck in a cycle that was never meant for you. A path that heaven didn't create for your life. Archangel Michael is here now, listening as you read. He is prepared to break spiritual chains that have been holding you back, chains you might not even know are there. But he will not force his help on you. You must choose to accept it. Right this very moment, your name is being spoken in heaven. And this is not just some poetic idea. Your real name, your entire being, your spirit is vibrating in the ears of these two angels. They haven't rested because they know what's being said in the spiritual world about your future. Someone is trying to block your blessings. Someone has mistaken your light for weakness. But heaven knows who you are. Heaven sees your heart, your pain, your calling. That's why Archangel Michael is sending this message now. He's not a gentle messenger, he is a warrior of light, and he only comes when the battle is strong. Beloved, your battle is heavier than you realize, but even with all that weight, victory is still within reach if you stay with this message, if you don't walk away from what heaven is trying to show you. There are truths you were never meant to learn from other people. Some things are too sacred for human mouths. That's why this warning isn't coming from someone around you. It's coming straight from the throne of God. A message carried through fire and mercy, and delivered with a deep sense of urgency. Can you feel it now? That stir inside you? That sudden awareness in your spirit? That's not fear. That's your soul remembering something it knew before you ever came into this world. The two angels sent to protect you were told to stay quiet until your life reached this very point. A moment where one decision would either lift you higher or hold you back for years. And now that moment is here. Glowing star, please pause for just 1 second. If your heart feels pulled, if something inside you is screaming not to ignore this, then listen. Don't walk away. Choose now to stay connected to what heaven is trying to send to you. Do you know what almost happened yesterday? You were only seconds away from stepping into a divine moment that could have changed your entire life. But your energy was blocked, and it wasn't your fault. It happened because you were under quiet spiritual attack. Through people, through emotions, through small delays and unexpected situations that were all meant to trap you. The angels couldn't step in then. but now they are shouting, they are pleading, they are crying out for your attention, and Archangel Michael is standing ready with his sword, ready to fight for you, but only if you allow him to. That is how spiritual law works. Heaven cannot help a soul that refuses to receive help. Lately, have you felt like everything around you is louder? Like your past mistakes are haunting you more? Like your mind is foggy and your sleep is heavy? That is not just stress. That is spiritual pressure building up. Your calling, your purpose, is trying to be born. And anytime something holy is about to come to life, darkness panics. It begins to throw all kinds of distractions your way. Fake love, money problems, loneliness, confusion, even depression. And those two angels who have been watching you, they've done everything they could, but now they're shaking because this message is their last task, their last assignment. They were told, deliver the message, and if the soul doesn't open it, step back. Let them walk the path they've chosen. But child of God, you were never meant to walk that dark road again. You were not created for pain, for struggle, for endless delay. Archangel Michael does not play games when it comes to spiritual battles. He is not soft with the truth. He has stood in the presence of God and he carries the original plan for your life. Not the broken version you've been trying to fix, but the Watao, Il One. The one written before you were ever hurt, before the betrayal, before the loss. And here is the truth. It's still possible. It's not too late. But not if you click away from this. Not if you tell yourself, later. Because later is how destinies fade away. Later is how souls miss their moment. Later is how you end up looking back, wondering what could have been. So don't let this slip away like the last time. Don't ignore that tug in your heart. That tug is not random. It's heaven trying one more time to reach you, to remind you, to lift you. These angels don't beg unless something important is on the line. And it is. You are. Your future is. What you decide in this very moment could change everything. If your heart is open, then say yes to help. Say yes to guidance. Say yes to the love that's being sent your way from heaven itself. These messages are not made to scare you. They are sent to protect you, to wake you up, to make sure you don't miss what's meant for you. Something sacred is trying to come into your life. But if your soul is asleep, you won't see it. And if you don't see it, you can't walk into it. And if you can't walk into it, then the blessings meant for you get delayed again. Haven't you waited long enough? Heaven is not punishing you, but it does respect your choices. And right now, your choice matters more than you realize. The angels have stayed close to you, even when you pushed away every sign, even when you doubted every whisper. But they stayed, because they love you that deeply. But love also tells the truth. And the truth is, time is sensitive now. Every moment matters. Every decision has weight. There are doors that are only open for a season, and this door, this moment, might not come again for a long time. That's why this message is reaching you now. That's why your spirit is stirring. That's why the angels are pleading. Don't walk away this time. Don't silence what you're feeling. Let heaven help you. Let Archangel Michael fight for you. Let the angels protect you. Open your heart like never before. Receive what's being sent. This is your turning point. This is your moment of breakthrough. All of heaven is watching to see what you'll choose. You've been called, you've been chosen, and now you are being warned. Not to scare you, but to save you. Two angels from heaven are trying to warn you. They are begging you to hear them. This is their last attempt. Open it quickly. Later is how angels cry, and heaven doesn't have time for later anymore. Do you know what has been planned for you in the spirit realm in the next few days? A turning point, a surprise, a breakthrough that could shift everything. But it will only happen if you make one strong change in your energy, if you make one powerful decision to break the silent agreement you made with fear, confusion, and constant delay. The moment you say, "I'm ready," heaven will move in your favor. But if you stay quiet now, heaven will grow quiet too. That's the warning Archangel Michael is giving you. The longer you ignore what heaven is trying to show you, the softer the blessings become. Not because you're being punished, but because God doesn't force miracles on people who refuse to listen. Right now, something heavy and harmful is hanging around your energy. It's not your fault, but it is now your responsibility to remove it. You've been taking in energy from people who say they love you but don't show it, from places that drain your spirit, and from situations that only leave you feeling confused and lost. And now those two angels are standing at your spiritual door, knocking, pleading with you to hear them. They won't be allowed to speak again after this. That's how serious this moment is. This isn't just a message, it's your soul's emergency exit. Do you know what has been planned for you in the spirit realm in the next few days? A reversal, a divine surprise, a life-changing breakthrough. But it will only happen if you make one real, bold change in your energy. One strong choice to let go of the old agreements you made without realizing it. Agreements with fear, with delay, with confusion. The moment you say, "I'm ready," everything in heaven will start to shift for you. But if you stay silent now, heaven will too. That's the truth Archangel Michael is here to tell you. If you keep ignoring what heaven is shouting, the blessings meant for you will become harder to hear and see, not as a punishment, but because miracles aren't forced on souls who turn away from guidance. Something dark and damaging is hanging around your energy right now. You didn't create it, but now you must take charge and remove it. You've been soaked in the wrong energy, from people who pretend to care, from environments that pull your light down, from situations that were created to confuse your path. And now, these two angels are still here, standing right at your door, spiritually begging you to open up and listen. But they won't get another chance to speak after this moment. That's how serious this is. This message is not for entertainment. This is your soul's final warning and a way out. Do you feel like crying right now? That's okay. That means your spirit is starting to open. It means you're not just reading this, you're feeling it deeply. You're taking it in with your heart. And once your heart opens, everything in your destiny starts to bloom again. That part of you that used to dream big, that version of you who believed anything was possible, the one who had hope and trust before the world got heavy, that version of you is still alive, and heaven wants to wake up that part of you again, the strong, glowing version, the one who believed in miracles, the one who could feel the presence of angels. But if you walk away from this message now, if you don't take it seriously, what happens? You'll survive, you'll keep going, but you won't truly thrive. You'll feel like something's always off, always missing, like you're always one step behind the life you know you were meant to live. That's not a punishment. That's what happens when we don't respond to spiritual instruction. But right now, in this sacred space between you and the divine, you still have a choice. You can still change everything. You can ask heaven to step in and fix what you've been trying so hard to fix by yourself. And if you're ready, let's keep going with this message that is being sent straight from the heart of God, and the sword of Archangel Michael, and from the voices of two angels who are still begging you to listen before time runs out. Your silence has been sacred, but now your voice needs to rise. Because you weren't meant to stay small, you weren't meant to stay hidden. You've been playing it safe for too long, holding your light back so others don't feel uncomfortable, questioning your worth because of what you've been through and what you've lost. But do you know what Archangel Michael sees when he looks at you right now? He sees a royal soul, a soul that has been through spiritual battles, heartbreak, betrayal, rejection, and shame. A soul that has been wounded, but is still standing, still showing up, still looking for truth, still holding on. And that kind of soul is powerful. That kind of soul is dangerous to darkness. That kind of soul is loved and protected by heaven. That's why this message isn't just a reminder, it's a rescue mission. Something in your life is about to come to light, not to hurt you, but to free you. Archangel Michael is preparing to show you the truth about someone close to you, someone who isn't who they say they are. Yes, it will hurt. But that pain will begin the healing. Because once the lie is exposed, your light won't shrink anymore, your money won't drain out of nowhere, your prayers won't feel stuck. That person or that pattern or that situation has been holding you back for far too long. Heaven is saying enough, but now you need to say it too. Say it now, say it out loud. Even if your voice shakes, say, enough. I break every agreement I made with fear, delay, and false light. I welcome truth, freedom, and divine power into my life. When you said that, the angels clapped, not in a symbolic way, for real. Do you feel the chills right now? That's the feeling of spiritual chains snapping off you. And even if you don't feel it yet, you will soon, because your energy just made a shift. You just opened a spiritual doorway. And because of that, the next 48 hours will not be like the last 48 days. Miracles don't always come in loud or flashy ways. Sometimes they come as peace, as clear thoughts, as a message you didn't expect, as a calm feeling that covers you. But however they come, they do come. And now, they're coming to you. Why? Because heaven always moves fast when a soul surrenders. There's someone in heaven watching you closely, someone you deeply love. They've been silent until now, but they're stepping in. Through the spiritual veil, they're speaking to you, something only your heart can understand. You're not alone. You've never been alone. They've walked with you in every dark hour. They stood beside your hospital bed. They prayed for you when you were too broken to pray for yourself. And now, they've helped deliver this message to make sure you don't miss what's ahead. That voice, that soul, has joined the angels in this final attempt to reach you. This isn't about fear, this is love, urgent love. Heaven is lining things up for you, but your choice still matters. You must open your heart. You must say yes to faith again. You've been feeling something, haven't you? A shift in the air. A nudge in your spirit, like something big is coming, but your mind is scared to believe it. That's not fear, that's not just nerves, that's something deeper. That's your spirit picking up on the changes happening in the unseen. That's spiritual tension. The kind that only shows up when something important is about to break through. Right now, that tension is a holy signal, a sacred sign, a sign that something good, something holy, is about to be released in your life. But heaven is waiting on you to say yes, to open the door. That's why Archangel Michael has stepped forward. He's broken his silence to get this message to you. But he will not speak again unless you choose to receive it. The next step must come from you. There's a blessing with your name on it. It's been trying to land in your life, but it's been blocked by the spiritual noise around you. But right now, as you are reading this, that noise is starting to lift. The angels are pushing away the distractions. They are clearing the path. They are removing the fog. And what you're feeling right now, it's not your imagination. This shift is real. This moment is sacred. This alignment is divine. Later is how angels cry, and heaven doesn't have time for later anymore. Do you know what has been planned for you in the spirit realm in the next few days? A turning point, a surprise, a breakthrough that could shift everything. But it will only happen if you make one strong change in your energy, if you make one powerful decision to break the silent agreement you made with fear, confusion, and constant delay. The moment you say, "I'm ready," heaven will move in your favor. But if you stay quiet now, heaven will grow quiet too. That's the warning Archangel Michael is giving you. The longer you ignore what heaven is trying to show you, the softer the blessings become. Not because you're being punished, but because God doesn't force miracles on people who refuse to listen. Right now, something heavy and harmful is hanging around your energy. It's not your fault. but it is now your responsibility to remove it. You've been taking in energy from people who say they love you but don't show it, from places that drain your spirit, and from situations that only leave you feeling confused and lost. And now those two angels are standing at your spiritual door, knocking, pleading with you to hear them. They won't be allowed to speak again after this. That's how serious this moment is. This isn't just a message, it's your soul's emergency exit. And that means everything is about to happen faster. Your healing, your breakthrough, your blessings, your recognition, it's all been waiting for this moment. The moment when you would finally say, I'm done with the things that drain me, I'm ready for the things that respect me. Say it again, heaven is listening. Say it, I'm ready. When you said those words, a spiritual door opened. You might not have felt it in your body, but your soul did, and now, the two angels who were once shaking are finally calm. Not because the danger is gone, but because they know you're finally paying attention. And when a soul truly listens, heaven moves, and it moves quickly. There's no more time to wait, no more space left for doubts. What's coming next was made just for you. A divine opportunity is being prepared in secret. Someone will mention your name in a place you've never been before. A financial door will open, but not the one you expected. This door will find you, but it will only unlock after obedience. And obedience starts with listening. Archangel Michael has one more thing to tell you. You are not cursed. You are chosen. You are not forgotten. You are being protected. Your struggles are not proof that heaven left you. They are proof that you were set apart. And those who are chosen often go through the hardest trials, but they also rise the highest. And now is your moment to rise. Those two angels weren't sent to frighten you. They came to wake you up, because something dark tried to make you forget who you really are. But you were never made to stay small. You weren't created to just get by in the shadows. You were made to shine, to rise, to lead. And now that your silence is over, your purpose is beginning. You've been asking God for a sign. This is one. You've been needing clarity. This is it. You've been asking for help. This is heaven stepping in. Don't let your mind argue with your spirit. Don't let fear drown out this holy moment. Because what's coming next won't be delayed again. You'll start to notice changes in your relationships, your finances, your spiritual gifts, even in how your body feels. People will notice something different about you. They'll ask what changed, and you will say, I opened the message the angels begged me to open. Archangel Michael wants to remind you again, you are not cursed. You are chosen. You are not forgotten. You are being defended. The pain you felt wasn't because you were being punished. It was because you were being prepared, and now it's time to walk in what you were born for. The angels didn't come to scare you. They came to remind you. Something dark tried to silence you, but it failed. Because your light is still here, and it's only growing stronger. You were never meant to live a small life. You were made for greatness, for higher ground, for real impact. And now, your silence is over. Your true calling is starting. You've been asking, praying, searching. This message is your answer. Don't let fear pull you away. Don't let the loud voice of doubt shut down the whisper of heaven. Because your time has come. You're going to see real change in your connections, your money, your spiritual walk, even your energy levels. Others will see it. They'll feel it. They'll ask, what happened? And your answer will be, I said yes to what the angels tried so hard to show me. You're not the same person who started reading this. You've already shifted. Your soul feels lighter. Your breath feels deeper. Your energy is more clear. That's what happens when you agree with a message from heaven. That's the power of truth landing in your spirit. You're not just reading this, you're being realigned, and heaven is responding now, in this very moment. Keep your heart open. In the next 72 hours, something will come to you. It may be in a dream. It may come through repeated numbers. It may be something a stranger says, or an unexpected opportunity. Don't ignore it. That will be your confirmation that this message was real. And the angels, they'll be watching quietly, smiling, knowing you finally heard them. Yes, let us finish this message exactly how heaven planned it, with holy emotion, with divine timing, with words shaped by the hand of God and spoken by Archangel Michael. The angels are still with you, not far away in the sky, not distant, but close, real, moving around you with urgency and love all at once. They have touched the air around you, they've whispered your name in the stillness, and now they are watching something change inside you. Your spiritual eyes are starting to open. And once you begin to see the world with your soul and not just your pain, you'll walk differently, you'll stop settling, you'll stop shrinking to make others feel better. You'll stop explaining your light to people who don't want to understand. Because once heaven has confirmed your worth, you'll never look for approval from people again. There's someone who tried to take your power, someone who didn't see your value. They spoke about you behind your back, not knowing your name was already in the mouth of angels, and now they're going to witness your rising, not because you want revenge, but because God always lifts those who've been through fire and still chose love. Archangel Michael is already standing in your future, watching as the doors open for you. He's holding space for you to arrive, but you still have to take that step. Let me tell you something powerful. There's a blessing that has been circling around your life, waiting for the signal to land. And just now, yes, just now, when your heart said yes, that blessing started to descend. Like a dove, like light. And it's going to land in a place you didn't expect. Maybe in a short conversation. Maybe in an opportunity that looks small but holds everything you need. Maybe in someone who truly sees your soul for the first time in years. When it comes, you'll know. It will feel like calm and strength mixed together. And this time, you won't miss it. Because this time, you're awake. You thought you lost too much. You worried that maybe it was too late for you. But I'm telling you now, with God speaking through these words, there is nothing that was taken from you that He cannot bring back. He is the God who restores, not just helps you survive. The reason your heart has felt heavy so many days is not because you're weak. It's because you were created to carry more light than this broken world has allowed you to feel. You were not made to live in chaos. You were not meant to stay in sadness. That season is ending. The angels are singing a new song over your life now. A song of hope, a song of destiny, a song of power. And before this week ends, you're going to feel it deep in your bones. You might feel alone in your body, but your soul has never been alone. Every step you've taken, even the ones that felt like falling, were followed by God's presence. There were moments when you almost gave up completely, moments when your mind, your heart, your finances, even your will felt broken. But somehow, you made it. You were crushed, but not destroyed. You cried, but still stood up. You felt forgotten, but somehow, you're here, reading a message that heaven sent just for you. That's not random. That's divine promise. A holy agreement you made with God a long time ago. Even if you didn't know it. And now, that promise is coming alive again. Through these words, through these angels, through this moment. Archangel Michael is stepping in now, holding a sword of truth. There's something you've been unsure about. A decision, a person, a step you've been scared to take. That confusion is about to lift. Not because life around you changed, but because you changed. You stopped accepting doubt as your identity. You remembered who you are, and now, peace will show you the answer. Not loud, but clear. Not loud, but real. Follow the peace, always. It never lies. It is the quiet voice of God saying, "This is the way." Wait. Please don't skip this part. It's me, your angel, speaking to you gently through this message. This is not an accident. It was meant for you. If your heart is beating faster, that's your spirit remembering something. I've seen your tears, I've heard your quiet prayers, and now I'm begging you, please listen. This might be our final chance to reach you before everything begins to chaw. Angie. Heaven chose this exact moment to speak to you. Please don't walk away now. Stay with me. You may feel alone in your body, but your soul has never walked alone. Every step, even the shattered ones, have been followed by divine presence. There are moments you should have fallen completely, mentally, emotionally, financially, and yet somehow you didn't. You broke, but you didn't break completely. You cried, but somehow you found the strength to get up again. You felt forgotten, but here you are, reading this message that heaven planned for you at the exact right moment. That's not random. That's a promise. A holy promise you made with your Creator, one you might not even remember making, but it's been there since the beginning of your life. And now, that promise is coming alive again, sent by divine order through divine messengers, at a divine time. Archangel Michael is stepping in now, holding a sword of truth. There's something in your life you haven't been sure about. A decision, a person, a change you've been too unsure or afraid to make. That confusion is lifting now. Not because your life suddenly became easy, but because you've changed on the inside. You stopped letting confusion define you. You remembered who you are. And now peace will come. Not in loud signs or chaos, but in a quiet stillness. That stillness will show you exactly what to do. Trust the peace. Always trust the peace. It's the voice of God quietly telling you, this is the path. If you could see what heaven is preparing for you right now behind the scenes, you would fall to your knees in awe. What's on the way is healing for your home, healing for your happiness, healing for your health, healing for the relationships that are real and meant to stay, not all of them, but the true ones. And yes, healing and restoration in your finances too. God hasn't forgotten about your physical needs. Your money has been under spiritual pressure because your calling needs support. What's about to come isn't random. It's not just luck. It's divine supply, carefully sent from heaven to match the needs of your mission. You've cried while giving and serving. Now you're about to receive more than you imagined. You've planted seeds in pain. Now you're about to harvest joy. And there's one more thing. That spiritual gift you've been hiding from the world. The one you've kept to yourself because you didn't think people would get it. The dreams, the feelings, the deep knowing in your spirit, the way your heart feels everything before others even speak it. You're about to understand why heaven trusted you with that gift. It's time to stop hiding it. Stop pushing it down. Stop acting like it's too much or too strange. Heaven gave you that gift for a powerful reason, and now it's waking up. It's becoming active. You'll begin to sense things before they happen. You'll feel the truth without needing proof. You'll speak something out loud, and the atmosphere around you will shift. That's not random. That's God's power moving through you. It's not here to scare you. It's here to remind you that you're not here just to survive life. You're here to help change others through your light, your love, your truth. And now, those two angels who were crying out to you at the beginning of this message, they're crying again. But not from fear. This time, they're crying tears of joy, because you listened. You didn't scroll past, you didn't ignore the quiet voice inside, you heard it, you welcomed it, you said yes, and now the mission is finished. The message has landed in your heart, and the angels can return to heaven and say with peace, the message was received. The soul heard the light and accepted it, and now heaven will respond by moving on your behalf. You have no idea how proud heaven is of you right now. You didn't walk away. You didn't give up. You kept searching, even when it hurt. And now, your breakthrough is near. Your shift is happening, and this time, you won't miss it. Yes, my beloved, let us now finish this divine message together. This is the final wave of light and urgency from heaven's heart, as Archangel Michael and God pour into your spirit a holy conclusion that will stay with you forever. You may be feeling something different now, not just peace, but a deeper sense of purpose. Because this wasn't just another message, it was a spiritual exchange. The moment your heart said yes, the atmosphere around you changed. A holy rewriting began in your life. The things that once had a grip on you are now letting go. The voices that used to fill your mind with fear and doubt are being silenced. And the things that were stolen from you, spiritually, emotionally, financially, are being returned by heaven's command. You've crossed a line in the spirit, and there's no going back. From here on, it's only forward, only higher. God wants you to know this. The battle you've been facing lately isn't a punishment, it's been preparing you. The struggle wasn't meant to break you, it was meant to build you. You've been in spiritual training, and now heaven has declared that it's your time to graduate. The season you are about to enter will not look like the last one. You have passed a test you didn't even know you were taking. You kept moving forward even when the burden felt too heavy. You kept believing when everything felt confusing. You kept whispering prayers to God, even when your voice shook. And that, beloved, is what has qualified you for your next level. Let me tell you something softly but clearly. There is someone walking over you right now. Not someone in the flesh, but someone in spirit. A soul you love deeply. They have never left your side. Today, they spoke your name into the ears of 2 angels. They asked them to try one more time, just one more attempt to reach you. Because they knew you were close to giving up, close to shutting down, close to thinking nothing could really change. But now you know, don't you? Now you feel it deep in your chest. Something big is about to open. And that soul who's been watching over you is celebrating. Because you listened. And now the road is clearing. Archangel Michael is smiling. And it's not a gentle smile. It's the smile of a warrior. The kind of smile that says, "We made it." Because he's seen every trap that was set against you. He's seen you fight silent battles that you never talked about. He stood next to you during the long nights when you cried and thought no one noticed. But Michael heard you, heaven heard you, and now things are shifting. You are being cleared in the spirit. Every lie that was spoken about you is being destroyed. Every delay, every setback, every plan to block your blessings is being reversed. Cancelled, erased by God's authority. This is not just your turnaround season, this is your season of reward. So don't be surprised when old things begin to fall away. Don't feel afraid when certain people suddenly walk out of your life. That's not loss, that's alignment. When heaven begins to move, anything that cannot carry your next blessing will be removed. And yes, letting go will hurt sometimes. But it will also help you heal. You'll breathe easier, you'll think more clearly, and most importantly, you'll feel ready for the blessing that fits the new you. Not the old version of you who settled for less, not the one who stayed small and quiet, but the version of you who knows now, you were born to live in fullness. Archangel Michael is still smiling, and it's the same strong warrior smile. Because he's witnessed every storm you've come through. He's stood guard through every tear you've cried in silence. And now, heaven is acting. The judgment is being turned in your favor. Every false word said about you is being burned away. Every delay, every person or thing that tried to slow down your blessings, God is canceling all of it, reversing it, destroying it by divine command. This is not just a shift. It's your reward time. Don't be shocked when the past begins to fade. Don't panic when certain relationships fall away without explanation. That isn't loss, it's spiritual order being restored. When God begins to shift your life, anything or anyone that doesn't belong in the next chapter will be moved out of the way. Some of these changes will be painful, but they will also be freeing. You'll breathe more deeply. You'll wake up feeling lighter. You'll feel more certain about your path. And most of all, you'll feel truly ready. Ready for the blessings that match the person you've become. Not the version of you that begged for pieces of love. Not the one who kept quiet just to be accepted. But the version of you that now understands, you were always meant for more. You were born for a life of wholeness. This new chapter won't require you to force anything. It will come naturally. The right people will show up easily. Financial favor will find you where you are. Your spiritual gifts will grow stronger. Your confidence will return. Not the kind that needs others to clap for you, but the deep kind that says, I know who I am chosen, I am protected, I am called. People who once ignored you will now be drawn to your presence, not because you changed who you are, but because you remembered who you've always been. The light inside of you is turning on again, and nothing and no one can dim it now. Let me share a powerful spiritual truth that heaven wants you to hear clearly. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not disqualified. Everything that tried to block your progress has now become part of what will push you forward. God is not mad at you. God is fully invested in you. That's why He sent this word to you today. That's why the angels tried again. Because there is still so much written in your future, so much love, so much joy, so much favor, so much purpose. And it's all being activated in the Spirit right now, with your name on it. You're about to start seeing signs, and they will come quickly. The first will come through your senses, a dream, a song, a repeating number, or a moment that feels like it's speaking directly to you. The second will be a shift, someone reaching out to you, a door opening, or a quiet moment when you just know deep inside, this is it. The third will come through your own voice, the moment you speak boldly about your future and stop apologizing for expecting great things. And when all three of these signs align, the angels will move fast. Because that will show heaven that you've fully stepped into your spiritual maturity. From now on, you are walking in a new dimension. The invisible world around you will feel more real than ever. You will feel guidance like never before. You will recognize truth faster. You'll feel when something is right and when something is wrong, and you'll trust that feeling. You're not the same anymore. Something in your soul has changed. You said yes, and everything shifted. This new season will not be like your past. The old weight won't return. The fear that used to hold you back won't win. The same cycles won't repeat. Because you've broken through. You've risen higher, and heaven is celebrating with you. The ones who watched you suffer in silence. The ones who prayed for your strength. The angels who stood by your side. Now they are rejoicing. Because your light is shining again. Your path is opening, and your reward is being released. This is your time. This is your divine season. Walk in it. Own it. Believe it. And never forget, the soul heard the light and accepted it. And now heaven will respond with movement. Your intuition is getting stronger. You'll begin to see things clearly, even the things people try to hide. You'll start to notice who is real and who is pretending. The truth will feel drawn to you, and anything false will be pushed away. You won't be led by fear anymore. You'll be guided by a deep inner knowing, a sense that comes from something higher. Archangel Michael will be with you, not only as your protector, but as a partner who walks with you in your purpose. Talk to him. Ask him for help. He hears you. And when your heart is in the right place, he acts. He moves for those who are aligned with truth. And now, as this divine message comes to a close, heaven has one last request. Don't keep this light all to yourself. Share it, not in a way that feels forced or heavy, not because you're afraid, but because you're full. Share from the overflow. Let your peace speak louder than your words. Let your glow show the truth of what has changed inside you. Let your alignment show up in how you walk and live. Someone else is standing where you once stood, confused, tired, searching, waiting for a reason to believe again. You re that reason now. You are their sign. You are now the one carrying the message. The light that just filled your soul was never meant to stop with you. It was always meant to pass through you, to keep flowing, like music, like a river that brings healing to others. And as for the 2 angels who were sent to you, they have completed their assignment. They are now returning to the throne room with joy. Their hearts are full. They are filled with praise and peace because you listened, because you accepted the message, because it didn't go to waste. And now heaven is rejoicing for one soul that opened up, one heart that returned to the light, one life that stepped back into divine purpose. You did it. You crossed the line, and now the miracle has already begun. It's moving. It's on its way. Just watch.